But it's just a fucking group of humans. When you have a group of humans, any group of humans, you're gonna have certain people that bend the rules. You're gonna have certain people that say, you know what, I think I can get away with this. You're gonna have certain people that say, I'm gonna use this power because it's fun. You got a lot of weird things that happen when you get people, and if you call them the FBI, it's a fucking group of humans. They're just humans, like all of us.
I had dinner with an ex, either FBI, I think it was CIA operative or FBI, but I'm not sure CIA, and he was talking about how it's illegal for him or his coworkers to like look up his ex-girlfriend's Gmail, but what he could do is call his contact in France and be like, hey, look up this Gmail for me, and he could look it up for his French girl, for his French buddy, and he was talking about like, oh, this is how corrupt we are. I'm like, you should be in jail. Like, you're using your powers to look up your ex's emails, and you're just talking about like, oops, I'm on the take. Like, you're
that
evil.
should be a serious crime.
It is though.
Yeah.
It's just not enforced. There's no way that's not a serious crime. When
That's
you're
so wild.
So when people talk about corruption and like, oh, it's, you know, it's like Hunter Biden's on the take, that's not the corruption I'm worried about. It's shit like this.
They're human beings, and it's not like they're Navy SEALs either.
Yeah, right.
It's not like they have to go through some incredible like training process that weeds out all the weak people. It's not that at all. You just get to that spot. You're a bureaucrat. You're a guy who's moving up the ladder. Next thing you know, you're running this thing. And you might be a fucking sociopath. Or you might be a really patriotic guy who's trying to do the right thing inside a system that's imperfect. But I think both those things coexist.
But also, are you going to fire the good worker just because he's looking at his ex-girlfriend's emails? You're going to be like, no, dude, cut it out.
Yeah.
You're not going to make it public. It'll look bad for the agency. You look after each other. It's kind of that thin blue line thing.
Definitely,
and then,
like, lift up that carpet.
Yeah, just like, dude, don't do it again.
Do
it's
that
like, okay,
again,
I'm
bro.
sorry. It's just really kind of a messed up. Do you want to see? Do you want to see something?
Sure, show me the cake.
Well, I'll tell you the whole story.
Okay.
The cake. So I'm at home dicking around on Twitter, as I want to do, and I get a like when the verified tab meant something, and I'm like, okay, who is this broad? And I look, and that wasn't the word I used, mind you, but I'm being nice. And I looked, and it's this girl, Natalie Sidesurf. She and her husband, they live in Austin. They make these super realistic cakes. So I said to them, I'm going to be on Rogan. We became good friends. We just went to Miami together, a whole crew of us, me, Blair White also. And I'm like, make me a cake of your favorite Russian podcaster. So I hope that they got my cheekbones right.
Oh, boy. Here we go.
Oh, God damn it.
Turn it towards me. It's pretty goddamn good. That's pretty good. That is Lex in a fucking... That's perfect.
I think it's got too much emotion in the eyes.
The lips are a little pursed, though. It makes up for that. He might be in the middle of like saying something important about Dostoevsky.
Does this look as insane on camera as it looks in person?
It's really good, dude.
Holy
Let me
crap.
Take a photo of it.
Yeah.
Hold on a second. That's really good. So what we're looking at here for the people that are just listening is a fucking amazing bust of Lex Friedman that's actually a cake.
Hold on. Yeah, so they did that meme that everything is cake. It's them.
Well, they're really talented, man, because that's so good.
But
how does it feel to be number 2 at best?
What do you mean?
Their favorite Russian podcaster. Like, at best, you're number 2 now.
I feel like
that's number 1.
I feel like and then Konstantin's probably number 2.
Oh, Konstantin's got you beat.
He's great.
Yeah.
So
those guys are great.
I feel like that Rodney Dangerfield line. My wife tells me I'm number 1, but treats me like I'm number 2. Okay, should I cut it? Are we ready to cut it?
No, let's cut it later.
Okay.
Come on, more suspense.
Okay.
Right?
Damn, she did a good job.
Yeah, it's excellent. I don't even want to cut it. I want to let it rot.
I
don't want to ruin it.
Yeah, it's creepy looking at it.
It's like a sandcastle that you can eat. You know? It's just temporary.
Are you excited? Can we talk about the club?
Yeah, sure.
Are you excited to open it?
Oh, yeah.
How long has this been your dream?
It wasn't a dream ever. I used to tell comedians, be nice to club owners because you don't want to be one. Because I was like, we need them.
Yeah,
like,
sure.
Comedians oftentimes have an adversarial relationship with people
I feel
at
like
clubs.
he's watching me. Hold on.
He is. He's judging us. He's always judging.
0, 0, 0, and I wanted you to be ones. Joe, why are you such a 0?
The relationship that comedians have with clubs is based on the initial feeling that you had from clubs. There's like you have to kind of like work through that, because in the beginning you're an open micer and you're fucking terrible. And you start getting better and you're trying to get work, but they don't want to give you work, and they don't really respect you because they remember when you were terrible. And then you have to leave town, and then when you leave town, you're going to clubs, and you're not getting paid that much, and sometimes people will kind of screw you over on the ticket prices, or something will go wrong, and you got to just be cool about all of it. You got to be as friendly to club owners as you can, because you don't want to be one, and you need those people. We need them. We're not going to go open up our own clubs. And I would say to these guys, like, we have this idea like it's an adversarial relationship with clubs. Like, it's not. We're all working together. Like, you got to be nice to these folks. Like, no one wants to open a fucking club. And then I came here. I was like, God damn it, I got to open a club. I was like, we had one place we're working out of, which is like an EDM club, the Vulcan Gas Company, which has been amazing. But it's not really set up for comedy. There's a balcony. It's weird. Some of the seating, like people are staring at a screen. I don't like that part of it. But it's an amazing staff, and it's an amazing set, and the sound's great. It's fun, and it kept us here for like a couple years. So I go, but we need like a full-time comedy club, like the Comedy Store.